See if this is working. Oh, what a mess. I don't even know if it's worth it all. It's crazy. Okay, let's get started. This is Backwoods Farming 4X. It's by the artist formerly known as Big Hoss, Southern Boy, currently known as. And I'm going to give it a little shot here, see what we can do. Been a long time since I've live streamed, so we're going to kind of play it by ear. Scorpion, is that you? Okay, hang on. I'm still trying to get everything to work. I could get nothing to work today. Nothing at all. And I've been trying for a couple hours now. So let's see what we can get going here. Dashboard. I got to get my chat up because it's not where I can see it. There it is. All right. Andy, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Scorpion's here. Andy's here. Last time you checked, it was you. What, has anybody else checked to see if it was you? Don't know if you can trust yourself. There's Andy. Hi, Andy. All right, well, we're going to give this a shot. It's been a long time, and I couldn't get Twitch to work. I couldn't get YouTube to work. Southern Boy came on to Discord and helped me get it running. Thank you, sir. And thank you for letting me play your map here. So we're gonna. It's foggy right now. I'm gonna show you what we got. This is not what it looks like when you get the farm. I added some stuff. I added a silage silo. I added all the animal stuff in here. I added a grass dryer up here and some mixing stations. And I left most of the equipment on the farm is stuff that was on the farm. So it's not modded equipment. It's regular equipment. Here's another one. So, and I don't have any money. I've got 190,000. And great name. Yeah. Oh, you mean Backwoods? Yeah, it is a great name. I put the horses over here by the farmhouse because people are fond of their horses for some reason. So I thought, well, we'll put the horses by the farm. And I put in my silos here. That's all I did. Now I'm starting with 190,000. I did change the fields because originally the fields that you had were field 15, 15, 21, and I can't remember if that was it. Anyway, I sold those, and I bought the two fields that are closest to the farm, 11 and 12. And as you can see, they're pretty good sized fields. So that's what I'm going to be playing with. And I only have one combine. I'm going to have to lease equipment because I don't have any money. So if I want any other kind of equipment, it's going to be leased. Like, I don't have a plow. Well, I do have a plow. It's this plow over here. But with this plow over here, it'd take me 3 or 4 days to plow that field. So the only other thing that I've done in the game is I've created a couple of grass mowing fields up here. Because as you can see, there's lots of grass around your fields. So I created that up here. There's a couple of spots where we can get grass. Let me start with that. Bill's here. I didn't see Bill come in. Somebody said Bill. There he is. Ghost Rider. Muppets. We're all Muppets. Have you been to Oregon this year, Bill? Oh, God, this is strange. Very strange. Right, let's see. I created a couple grass fields. I'm going to mow field 1. I think it's this one. That starts right here. Lots of grass because there's grass between all the fields. All right, let's drive this course. And then, let's see, I did have a quicker picker-upper. And the only thing I did was I ran around field 11 and mowed. That's all this is. So, let's pick this stuff up. Work came in between. Oh, that's too bad. There's a guy that I played the Elite Dangerous game with that him and his friend are currently in America. They're on vacation. They came in on the East Coast and they went through New York yesterday. Or was it today? No, I think it was yesterday. And one of the guys that we fly with met them there and had breakfast at an IHOP. So, but I don't think he's going to make it to the West Coast, so I probably won't see him. Yeah, there's lots of grass. I got a couple of loads just driving around this field. So I'm going to let this guy go till he gets to the end. But I've only got one combine, and like I said, they're not modded equipment, so let's get this John Deere. The 2 fields that I bought, 11 and 12, they have not been fertilized all the way. One of them's not fertilized at all. They haven't been weeded, but they're both ready to be harvested. So I'm going to go and do that. And it's a little foggy. It just stopped raining. In-game, that is. So I'm going to start down in the bottom corner here, I think, and see how this new course play is going to work. Pizza and beer. Kind of late for pizza and beer, isn't it? How you guys been? Everybody been okay? You having a good summer? You know that, was it yesterday that was the first day of summer? Yes, yesterday's first day of summer, so that means that yesterday was the longest day of the year. As of today, we're starting getting shorter days again. Bummer. All right, I'm going to try to do a course here and see what happens. We're going to do... This is the newest version of Courseplay as of yesterday. Version 6.01.00234. Developer's version. So let's generate a course. We're going to do field 11. And it's mighty big. 14.2. Is that what this is? 14.2? That header didn't look that big. Really? Alright, we're going to do a headland. But I don't know how many to do. We're going to do a counterclockwise. Start working on headland corners. Now this is the one I'm wondering about. Field center, experimental. Right now, once you go around, that's the headland. The field center is the rest, and it's set to go up and down, or up and down this way, depending on however you're looking at it. But I've never tried any of these others. There's a racetrack. What the hell does that mean? And then there's a spiral. Now, spiral to me would mean that it would be going like this all the way to the middle, wouldn't it? So I want to try that and see what it does. So let's just see. It's going to take forever to generate this course because that field is huge. Hot in the UK? Come on, winter. Andy, he's waiting for winter already. Now, see, that doesn't look like a spiral to me. Does that look like a spiral to you? It sure doesn't. All right. I don't know if I want that. Let's escape with that and close it out. I'm going to try that again. Let's see what the racetrack one looks like. Okay, spiral, up and down, racetrack. Let's see what that one looks like. Probably looks exactly the same. Probably a work in progress. It looks exactly the same. Okay, now look in here where it's got it's going there. I can't go through there. This area right here is full of trees. So I need to activate circle, simple. Let's see. Try that again. It's going to be interesting. Simple, bypass island, skip rows, multiple tools, racetrack. I don't know if that makes any difference. Let's just go with up and down and see what it does. But if that's the case, though, I want to do 2 headlands. So let's see how that goes. Come on. I was thinking about this one pretty hard. Look at field 9. That's got to be a monster field. I tried to buy it, but I didn't have any money. A silly looking field. Well, maybe. It looks like a state. I just can't recall which one. Florida has a spot in it that looks like this, only this is an innie. Florida's would be an outie. It's not generating it. What went wrong? Still thinking about this right here. Just thinking about that. I may have broke it. I think I broke the game. Oh, are you still working, or are you doing that after work? Working on that floor? I thought your sister was going to help you or something. Bill's back, and he bought pizza and beer for everybody. Okay, it still has that mark there. I don't think that's going to work, but I'm tired of waiting. Let's try it. Okay, let's just give it a shot. Temporary course. I don't know whether to save it or not. Might as well. Let's save it. Field 11. Harvesto. There we go. Save it. It's going to take a minute because it's a very large field. Almost finished with the sun's room. The sun's room or a sun room? I think I know what you're saying. I think you're saying a sunroom. Yeah, this is not a modded combine that I know of. I think this is an in-game combine. But what I'm trying to do is play with the little bit of money that I've got. And then I will have to either lease equipment or wait until I sell props and buy equipment. I'm not going to get a real good yield because I'm pretty sure this field didn't have any fertilization on it. It doesn't. So, but also it doesn't have any weeds, so that's good, I guess. If we run over to field number 12, look how big this field is. Holy smokers. Wow. Look how big that field is. Now, field 12 has 50% fertilizer and some weeds. But it's too late to do the weeds because it's already ready for harvest. Your stein is full of cheer. So, okay, if I'm going to do this field, I'm going to have to lease a combine. So, let's do that. Let's lease a combine. I'm going to lease a case. I could lease a John Deere, I think. Oh, I don't have a John Deere in here. Are you kidding? Where's my John Deeres? I must not have put them in here. Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm just going to do the case then. And... oh, no, buy it. Don't buy it. No, don't buy it. Oh, I can't buy it. I don't have enough money. I'm going to have to lease it. I knew that in the first place, but I was afraid he was going to buy it and take all my money. Okay, so let's get a header. Anybody got any big plans for the summer? I'm taking off this coming Friday for a week, so I've been making videos on, what's that new one I've been playing? Saxony. It's a new one, but it's not a new one. It's one I played before. And it's got some production on it that I wasn't aware of because I didn't run around the field, the farm, and look for it. And so I've got a whole week's worth, actually 2 weeks worth of videos already recorded. And people are going to be hounding me like hell, telling me about the production I don't know is there. And I won't even be home to answer those comments. So those of you that are watching this will know that when you watch those videos, if you watch them, they're pre-recorded, 2 weeks worth. And so everybody's going to be yelling, "There's production over by Field 51." I know there is now, but I didn't when I was recording because I wasn't ready to do any kind of production. So, yeah, everybody's going to be yelling at me, and I won't be there to even answer it. So when I get back, I'll come on and say, "Hey, look, I found some production." And then everybody will really get mad. "Well, I told you so." Train Simulator fan, should there be a JCB teleskid mod? I suppose so. I don't use teleskids, but sure, why not? Mods are always better. Miss Nelson's here. Hey, hello. How are you? You guys miss me as much as I missed you? I know it sounds sappy, doesn't it? I'm kind of a sappy guy, though. You can tell if we watch some of my videos that I do, like Red Dead Redemption. I'm sitting there bawling because everybody gets killed and... uh-oh, spoilers. Anyway, yeah, stuff happens and I get pretty sappy. I've always been that way. I get attached to my characters, my games and stuff. It's just a good thing that this game has really, really tough equipment, because I'd have destroyed it all by now. So, Train Simulator, how are you? Extended boom. Yeah, so a skid steer, do you use that for, say, logging? Hey, Matt, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Is this map public? I don't know. I think it is. It's Southern Boy, for those of you who know Southern Boy. He's the artist formerly known as Big Hoss. He may be on sometime while I'm streaming. We can ask him. I think it is. He was using... oh gosh, what was the name of that? Hang on, let me see if I can get the name of that website that he's been using for that. Let's see. I got an email from him yesterday because you have to log into their page. Let me pull it up. Maybe I have it, maybe I don't. Uh-oh. I don't see it. Maybe I deleted it. Alright, hang on. Let me see if I can find... PCSG, it's called. Is the web page that he's got some of his stuff on. I'm lost. Where am I supposed to be? All right, I'm okay. I just need to get up to a road. I'm lost in a field of green. All right, let's see here. Yeah, PC-SG is the name of the web page. Cow poop? He said poop. What truck brand do you like? Well, I like Peterbilt. I like Kenworth, and I like Max. Probably Peterbilt is the one I use the most. Imminer's here. Imminer, you know me in statistics. But what are you talking about? What's up, buddy? Scania? Well, yeah, maybe in Europe. I used Scania was my favorite when I played Euro Truck Simulator. It was a Scania, of course. I didn't do any other truck. Scania was the best. You don't see those in the U.S. much, if at all. Imminer's over from Elite Dangerous, so he's asking me about my canopy and my hard points. No Volvo the Mutt's nuts. No. Who uses Volvo? I don't use a Volvo. Although, we have a version, I don't know if it's the same Volvo, but in the States we have a truck called Volvo White, and I don't know if it's a Volvo or a company named White that merged or something. I don't know. All right, let's see. What's the shape of this field? The shape of this field is weird. All right. Oh, man. I guess it doesn't matter where I start. Let me start right here. And I'm going to set a course for this. Let's see. We're going to do a harvest course. And we're going to generate it. I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other one. This is field 12. I don't have to have an island bypass. There's no island. It's 13.5 meters. We're going to do 2 headlands. This one's going to go counterclockwise and up and down. We'll leave it at up and down and generate the course. Volvo's not a truck, it's a disease. Where do the laser beams go? Well, we have to shoot town zombies in this game, so. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing going. I'm running out of daylight already. I just started. Field 12. Harvest. All right, let's go. Let's get this guy to start off. Who do we have working here? We've got Daryl Walker's working this combine today. And we've got Blake Henderson on the John Deere. We're going to need a truck and a trailer. Darren's here. Hey, Darren. The conspirators, the co-conspirators. Okay, we got grass going here. I tell you what, though. I got too much to do already, and I just started. A farmer's work is never done. You know that, don't you? All right, so look at that beautiful sunset. Looks like California with all the smog. Although that's not smog. That's a cloud covering over there. But in California, that would just be smog. All right, so let's change this to mow grass 11. No, grass field 1 mow right there. And then have this guy start. Whoa, he's going to hit that tree. Somebody put a tree right in the way. So you guys are conspirators. You didn't know that, did you? All right, I'm going to use the quicker picker-upper and pick this stuff up. In the meantime, let's get this guy off of this field. This is Enterprise. We're going to take the Enterprise over. I just hate calling this Enterprise because this isn't really Enterprise. The one we had in 2017 and 2015, that was Enterprise. This is Imposter, I tell you what. So we're going to go with mow grass 11. And the reason I called it Field 11 is because it circles Field 11. Does that sound about right? Truck Stop Gaming is here. How you doing, Truck Stop? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. We really enjoy the company. I hate doing this by myself. Darren says he got a message from his wife. She says you need to try Yorkshire Tea Biscuit Brew. Thank you, Darren, because the reason I say that is in the Elite Dangerous game that I play, I have a voice pack that I put on my ship that has the voice of Tom Baker, Doctor Who. And every once in a while, he'll say, hey, should we murder a cup of tea? Yorkshire Gold is what he says. And so I've been wanting to find out what Yorkshire tea was. And I've asked a few people, and they told me that it's, a pretty good tea. So I'm going to have to check into that. They don't have it, of course, at Whittard's, where I get my tea from. But I think I can. I found a web page that I can buy Yorkshire tea. I don't know if I'm going to get Yorkshire Gold, but what your wife is talking about sounds pretty good. Anyway, thanks for the suggestion. I will order next time I order tea, which is not going to be not that long from now because I'm getting short on tea. +1 for Tipple of the North. Yeah, you can ask me a FS19 map question. I'll probably have 4 or 5 answers for you, but okay, somebody needs unloaded, but I tell you what, it's nighttime and it's getting dark. And in this game, when it gets dark, it's dark. So let me run to the farmhouse and grab myself a hot piece of pumpkin pie, or maybe apple pie, whatever the farm wife has cooked for today. I'm a pie eater from way back. She won't let me in, I don't think. She's locked me out of the house, so I get to sleep on the porch here. So let's give it 8 hours of sleep here. Roger, how are you? Yeah, it has been a long time. I apologize for that. Yorkshire Gold for the win, Bill says. Michigan map. Where and how? Where, how, and what happened to the Michigan map? Gosh, I haven't played the Michigan map for a while. How come it's still nighttime? It's not letting me sleep. Oh, that ain't right. Well, I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way and kick it up to 120. I'm kicking the time up to 120 so it goes a little bit faster. So, Michigan. I'm going to have to check on Michigan and see if I still even have that. Just like my friend's wife did last time in Oregon. What? I thought she kicked you out of the house. Bill. You can't find anywhere to get the map. They had a falling out. That very well could be. There's been a lot of problems with modders lately. A lot of modders are getting upset, especially when Giant keeps making little bitty updates that break all the mods. Bill wants to sleep on the porch. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what you're talking about, isn't it? Bill went to Oregon last year. And he's been to Oregon several times. He has a friend in Klamath Falls. But I thought he told me last time his wife kicked him out. The guy's wife made him sleep on the porch. Hey, you're too bad they didn't have a big doghouse. All right, let me cut this time back. What time is it? 6:53. Cut the time back. I need to get a truck. I think they're over here. And again, these are not modded equipment. This is not my mods. These are just ones that were on the farm and I kept them. So as I make money, I'll be trading into some of my modded equipment. Tractors to sleep in. I could do that. I could sleep in tractors. Wouldn't be the first time I slept in something like that. Barns? No, she locks the barns on me too. I'll see if I've got the Michigan map. If I do, I can get it to you. How's Roger doing? Roger, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, 2 huskies. Somebody's got paid $43. Now, all the people on this farm get paid. I never get paid. Come on. Come on, kick that pipe back out. Oh, this can take a while. I've got my mods are set to dump a little faster than that. Tell you what, though, we got to get this truck out of the way as soon as he's emptied into it. Is this that trailer that has split? I think it is. Course plate doesn't function well with this grain trailer. But hey, I'm live streaming. I don't have to use course plate. I can drive it myself. Actually, I'm just going to park it right here. We'll wait till the combine needs it again. Let's get. Oh, this guy's done already. Look how filthy that mower got. I wonder if I'm going to have to take Enterprise out into Romulan space to get it washed. For anybody that's new to my games or live streaming, I name all my stuff, and this piece of equipment, kind of with the mowing blades up, they look like the nacelles on an Enterprise. spaceship. So I started calling this piece of equipment the Enterprise. A lot of people say, what the hell are you talking about? Why do you call that thing the Enterprise? Well, because it kind of looked like it to me. It's filthy now, though. All right, where's that other truck? Later in autumn. One of these days. Yeah, unfortunately, when Bill gets here in Oregon, I'm usually gone. He seems to take his vacation about the time I take mine. But, so I'm going next week. My time off for the summer is going to be a little different this year. Generally, I take off for quite a bit of the summer. This year, we're taking smaller, shorter trips. Just little week trips. And so I'm going to probably be home this summer more than I have been in the past. Now you can see that this field here that was fertilized is getting more grain in the combine than the one over here that doesn't have fertilizer on it. Because look, although 12 is a smaller field, the combine has already went around almost twice and hasn't filled up yet. Now that's not quite fair though to compare the combines, because that combine, that red one in front of me, is one of my modded ones. So it holds a little bit more and it goes a little bit faster. No, hey, Truck Stop Gaming, did you see me playing it in 2019 or 2017? Because I think I played it in both. But if I have it, I can get it to you somehow if you want it. Oh, now wait a minute. Where are you going? I didn't get much of that. Let me see if I can catch him. We'll do this on the fly, as they say. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who taught this guy how to drive? Oh, wait a minute. I'm driving it, aren't I? Speaking of the Elite Dangerous, I had somebody that watched one of my videos and when I was on that trip out into space, and they said that they hoped I flew my ship better than I drove my trucks and combines. Oh, no wonder I can't get any more. His truck is full. Doesn't hold very much, does it? Oh, my throat's getting dry. I'm gonna need a soup du jour. Wonder what I should have. Anybody got any suggestions for soup du jour? I just stocked my refrigerator, so I should have a little bit of everything. And Alan's not here to tell me. Good old Alan. He would always remind me it was soup du jour time. You know, as much as I struggle with live streaming, I do kind of miss the camaraderie and that kind of thing. I'm going to have to do more. A little brandy. I don't drink brandy. If I drank brandy, you wouldn't be able to understand what I was saying. Of course, some people wouldn't anyway. Milk. Well, you know, there's a problem with that. My wife keeps buying this, what I call blue milk. Now, I like whole milk, but nobody drinks it anymore. It's bad for you. And my wife keeps buying this 1%, or even 2%'s not necessarily bad. But she keeps buying this 1% milk, and it's like blue milk or something. Okay, why am I not getting the second part of that trailer? What's happening here? There it goes. You have to do it twice. See, that's why I don't like this trailer. Horseplay does not work well because there's actually two parts to the trailer, and you treat them separately. And it's almost like you're pulling two trailers. But Horseplay doesn't see it that way, and so it only uses half the trailer, and it doesn't know what to do with the other half. Well, anyway, it's a good grain trailer. I mean, it's very authentic. So, but it just doesn't work well with Horseplay. It's okay if I have to drive it myself, though. Yeah. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? When you get the percentage milk, and especially the 1%, it doesn't look the same as regular milk. It kind of has a bluish look to it. I call it blue milk. It's basically water with a little bit of milk flavoring. And I don't like it. Yeah, skimmed milk. Yeah, it's skimmed milk. May as well. We drink emulsion. It will have more taste. Yeah. Well, let me open the fridge here and see what I got. Oh my God. You're not going to believe it. You know, the wife cut me off a Mountain Dew. I've got one Mountain Dew here. Since I'm back live streaming, doesn't that sound like a celebration? All right. It's Mountain Dew time, and the door's closed, and she doesn't watch my live streams, so she'll have no idea I'm actually drinking Mountain Dew. Okay, here goes. Okay. Oh, that is cold and so refreshing. Oh, Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew. Right, lost my chat. Hang on. Where'd my chat go? There it is. Full cream? Well, maybe. Farmer Jay's in the house, says hey. Hi, Farmer Jay. How you doing? It's Dew time. It's Mountain Dew time. That's right. So the soup du jour is Mountain Dew. That's right. Break out that dew. It's good and cold too. I wonder where it came from. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God, bully people much? Sugar Rush. Yeah, you'll never get me to shut up now. I don't have any animals yet because I'm broke. I'm trying to play this a little more casually, so I don't really have any money. But when I'm done with this harvest, I'll probably sell this stuff, and I need to get some new equipment, like that Amazon. No, that's a Great Plains. That Great Plains cedar that's right in front of the truck there, the green and orange thing. I don't mind it. It's a good cedar, but I like the other one that I use better. And so, all right, why won't it let me dump this? It's not letting me dump this. Come on, what's going on? won't let me dump the grain. Somebody just got paid $300. Why do these guys get paid so much and I don't get paid anything? All right, come on, come on. How did I get it out of there the last time? Yeah, see what I mean? I like this trailer, but I don't like the way it works. It's kind of strange. Okay, and let's see if we can trick it. I'm going to dump the trailer and then hook back up to it. Country line. I think I've got country line. I've not recorded it, but I have played it. Mountain Dew commercial? No, they don't. I am not sponsored by Mountain Dew. Okay, this is crazy. It won't let me dump the dang load. What is happening? Anybody got any suggestions? What's this map called? Backwoods? Backwoods Farming 4X. I kind of like the splash screen. Have you seen the splash screen for this map? Oh, is that why you kept saying you? Thank you, Andy. I kept seeing you say you, but I didn't know what you meant. I didn't know you meant the U key until you actually said, are you hitting the U key? And I was, well, no. All right. While we're waiting for that to fill up again, let's grab the quicker picker-upper. Oh, the John Deere's ready. Let's get the quicker picker-upper and stop him. And we're going to get rid of that course, and we're going to put the field 11 mow on. Let's get rid of this grass. Yeah, Truck Stop Gaming. Well, you should know it was going to take me some time to figure that one out. Half the time, I can't keep up with the chat. That's why I've always been so happy that I'm just a nobody on YouTube. Because if I had more than a few people, I'd never be able to keep up with all the chat. And a lot of people don't. A lot of these guys that have very large YouTube channels and stuff and do the streaming, they can't keep up with the chat and they just ignore most of it. And people have to pay them before they see the chat. Now, what do you mean by that? Well, if you have them ones where you can do a tip, and you pay a tip, now that pops up separately from all the other chat, and so they see it. So you have to actually pay them before they'll answer a chat response or something. It's just I know why. I mean, that's how they make money to do what they're doing. I'm not in it for the money. Money's nice. I wouldn't turn money down, but I'd feel bad that that's the only way that I could read their chat because there's so many. Yeah, you can do that. I know you can do that. Ghost Rider's in here, he could do it. Scorpion was in here early, he can do it. I wouldn't know how. I think there's a button someplace I can push. So this thing that I just put the grass in is a grass dryer. So it's going to turn that grass that I just put in there into hay. Yeah, I don't even know what Super Chat is, Farmer J, Truck Stop Gaming. I don't even know what Super Chat is. I know it's something to do with YouTube, but I don't know what it is. I'm not savvy on that kind of stuff. Why'd the chicken cross the road? Because his girlfriend's on the other side and he was looking for love in all the wrong places. I don't know. To hate on Microsoft? Well, that chicken is a chicken after my own heart. I hate picking on Microsoft, but it's so fun. Yeah, to prove he had guts. He says, yeah, I'd like to prove I have guts, but I don't want to see them. Alan. Oh, Alan's here. And he didn't get to tell me to have soup du jour. Alan, I found one stray Mountain Dew in my fridge. My wife cut me off a Mountain Dew because of the caffeine. And I found one. I don't know where it came from. It's been in there a while because I didn't know it was there. So it was soup du jour time, and I had to have a Mountain Dew. Hey, everybody, say hello to Alan's back. Bill says hashtag blame Microsoft. Because I blame Microsoft for everything. No Twitch or Mixer. Well, Alan, I'll tell you what happened. There were maybe a couple of you that realized, because I've been trying to get on this stream all day. And I actually had to contact Southern Boy to help me because I couldn't get any of my equipment to do a live stream. Something was horribly wrong. It wasn't working. And I couldn't get YouTube to record. I couldn't get Twitch to work. And we worked on it for about an hour and finally got it running. And so since I had YouTube running, I decided, well, I'm just going to run with what's working. That's right. Alan's other name is Gingered Scott, for those of you that don't know. And Alan, are you still playing on the Xbox? It is the first time I have. Yes, it is. And I apologize for that. I've been terribly busy. Terribly busy. And, to be honest with you, I'm not only I've been terribly busy, I've been really burned out. I didn't think I'd ever get burned out. I would have thought then that when I was doing my YouTube page and putting up 3 and 4 videos a day, that I would have got burned out. And I dropped down to doing 3 or 4 farming videos a week. And then, the Red Dead Redemption that I've been doing. Now, that's a little bit different, though, because Red Dead Redemption, I recorded out of 84 episodes, I probably recorded about 50 or 60 before I even started publishing them. So, but I just got really kind of burned out. Alien Jim has a new map coming soon. Washoe, Nevada. Yeah, see, a lot of the modders have new content, but they're not putting it out until after a giant silly contest they're having. And there's a reason for that. So it's kind of Giant's fault. There's a reason for these guys. They won't put their stuff out until after that contest, and it's because of the rules of the contest. Something that Giant did. Now I'm not savvy to all of that, so I don't know the details, but all right, let me get this. Dang it. Hang on. I got to fix these combines. All right, there was a control over here. Request to driver, stop during unloading. Let me activate that so that they will stop so I can get them unloaded. Alan says he's still on the Xbox One. But anyways, good to see you, Alan. Ginger. This truck out of the way. Anyway, I am trying to fix that. What I was doing was Restream and streaming on YouTube and Mixer at the same time. I was lucky to get YouTube working, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. All right, let's get that. Now, here's something strange. Well, I guess it's not strange, but it's something new that Coursplay's been doing. When they get full, they back off the path they're on. In the old days, that combine would have stopped right here, right there, and not move. But now, they actually back up out of their pathway. I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know what the object of that is. But and it may be a good thing in some respects because they're not taking that big dump of windrow that they would then have to climb over, like they were doing before. If you notice that little jog of windrow in front of me, that used to be a great big pile that then the combine would have to crawl over. So that kind of stops that. That might be the purpose of it. Alan says the contest is in Germany at the Farm Con in about a month. Yeah, well, anyway, as soon as that contest is over, there's going to be a ton of maps out. Most of the mod authors are waiting for whatever reason. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that could tell you. I can't because I don't really care. But that sounds nasty, doesn't it? I didn't mean it that way. I don't make map mods, so I don't know the details of what it is that they're going through, but they're not happy about it. So that makes sense, Daryl. Daryl says that the reason the combine is doing that is because if you're using the crop destruction, it backs the combine up so the truck can come to the side of it and not destruct the crop. That makes perfect sense. I don't use the crop destruction, so now that I know that does that, I actually could. Walker Farms and Millennial Farms will be out. Oh, you mean Welker Farms? Is that what you meant, Welker? Okay, Andy said the same thing. I missed you, Andy. I missed your comment about the combine backing up. Yeah, Andy says it backs up to get it off the fruit. Yeah, I missed that. Sorry. Oh, you got the egg pallet mod. Well, that's good, because there's nothing more frustrating than have to pick up all those darn eggs. Where'd this truck come from? I think it was on this field. I don't remember. No, maybe not. Where? Okay, this is field 11. Gotcha. How do I like the map? Hey, Papa Smurf. How are you? I got it last night. I was a little surprised that I haven't had it. Southern Boy gave it to me last night when we were visiting. And so I started playing it a little bit yesterday, and I just really got into it here on the live stream. So far I like it, but I've liked everything that Southern Boy does. So, you know, then it doesn't have anything to do with us being friends. He just does good work. So there you go. Unfortunately, the train doesn't work, and now it's Giant's fault on some of his maps. They busted the train system. Good to hear you're good there, Papa Smurf. Good to hear it. Andy says he hopes they do something different on Welker Farms. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Welker Farms. I mean, I liked their videos and stuff, but the map was just kind of blah. They didn't have much going for it. It was kind of like a vanilla Giant map. You know, the Giants vanilla maps aren't very fun. You play them for a couple days and you've done everything you can do, and then what do you do now? Mia, how are you? Mia's in the house. Mia 17, how are you? This map is out, Truck Stop. I just got to figure out how to get it, because Southern Boy sent it to me last night, private link, but I think he's got it out. And there is a, what did I say it was? PS, oh shoot, now I've forgotten. Hang on, it's, see if I can find it again. PCSG. PCSG is the name of the website where this map is. Let me see. I'll put a link in. Hang on. Let me see if I can do this. I could have one of the modders do it, but let's see here. Okay, that's the website where he's been putting some of his maps and stuff. Now, I didn't get it there, so I can't say for sure that it's there. If it's not, I'll talk with him after the live stream and figure out where we can get it. Where you can get it. I think he gives them out on his Facebook page, but I'm not sure. All right, where are we at? What are we doing? What's going on? Uh-oh, that's not good. How's the stream look to everybody? Is it looking okay? On his Discord? Okay. Bill says it's on his Discord. So, go to Southern Boy. Now, he twitches. So you should be able to find his Twitch page pretty easy. Just Southern Boy Gaming or Southern Boy. Or, Bill, maybe you can pop up his Twitch page and see if I can get banned from YouTube for it. The stream's good. Thank you, Andy. But if he's got it on his Discord, he should have a link to his Discord on his Twitch page. Jeremy, how are you? Long time no see, buddy. Still playing Broadacres on 17? Broadacres was a good one. It was a huge map, Broadacres. I had a lot of fun on Broadacres. All right, gang, there is a link. Thank you, Bill. There's a link to Southern, Southern Outlaw now. I can't keep up with it. That's why I call him the artist formerly known as Big Hoss. But there's a link to his Twitch page. You can go to that, and you should find a link to his Discord page. Yeah, 1.4 messed up a lot of stuff. Gino, how are you? Okay, Gino's got a link to something there. How you doing, Gino? No animals? Alan says no animals. What do you mean, Alan? What happened? It's the link to the map. Oh, good. All right, there you go. Gino put the actual link to the map up. Thank you, Gino. Appreciate it. Well, yeah, I'm sure that's the case, Darren. You know, it'd be nice if they got everything fixed so we could have some actual decent maps out. I don't know what it is about 19. Giant doesn't seem to be all excited about helping the modders. If it wasn't for modders, you wouldn't be able to play this game very long without getting bored. Oh, Gino's got some jet lag. Back from holiday. How was your time, Gino? Hope you had a good one. That's why I love you guys. There's always somebody out here that can bail me out on stuff. Thanks a lot, Gino. Appreciate it. Gino says Thailand is hot, just like the women there. Oh, God. I know, we're all thinking it, aren't we? Miss Nelson, are you still here? Now I notice since I told the combine to stop, it didn't back up this time. No, isn't that strange? Yeah, I can tell you that there's no way I'd have played Farm Sim as long as I've played it without mods. Uh, I can tell you a little story since we were talking about Southern Boy, uh, formerly known as Big Hoss. Big Hoss played on Xbox, I believe, uh, Farm Sim, and he played the game. There were no mods at all for consoles back then, and he played until he owned every field, and he'd done everything that he could do in the game, and was completely bored. But he had been watching my farm videos, and the reason why he started watching my farm videos is because he wanted to know how to do a particular thing, and he found one of my tutorials. And this was back in the early days. And so that brought him to my web page, my YouTube page, and he started watching my YouTube videos. And he kept asking himself, how can they do all this wonderful stuff that I can't do? Well, it's because it's on a PC. So that's when he fired up his PC and started playing on the PC. And now he's making maps and doing all kinds of wonderful things, and streaming the videos himself. And so hey, if we didn't have mods even on the PC, after a month or two of playing, you'd be, what do you do now? And you'd move on to another game if it wasn't for modders. So they really owe modders a lot, games like this. Andy. The auto-load trailers. Oh yeah, those things. Those are lifesavers, aren't they? RDC. FS19 map is on console with Rye and Luzerne, Alfalfa. Unfortunately, the map has issues and crashes. Wait on the releasing an update. Well, the way things have been going with FS19, even after they release an update, it breaks a half a dozen other things. Buffet Bill's making a new map for 17. Yeah, I know. I actually thought about playing 17 again. I kind of miss Joran's Farm. I was really having a lot of fun with that. And then 19 came out. Now, see, this last update that broke a bunch of the mods, they were supposedly fixing just a few minor things, and it ended up breaking quite a few mods. I know, Gino, that's just what I was thinking myself. No animals on Welker. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Like, see, I've been playing Saxony for the last... I mentioned it earlier. I'm going to be gone this coming Friday for a week. And I sat down a couple of days ago and recorded enough farm videos to get me through a couple weeks. And it was the Saxony map that I was playing. Now, I played Saxony in 17, and it had a tremendous amount of mods in it for production. And so they converted over to 19, and the map looks half barren because they don't have any of those mods that they had in 17 to put into 19, so that everything they had in the map, half the stuff is missing. And like I said before, you'd think that Giant would be anxious to help these modders figure all this stuff out so that they could get their mods out, which really improved the game. Console has 28 maps. Cool. Yeah, Darren says he started on Factory Farm map. Now the Factory Farm map was based on Maverick's map, and Maverick gave him permission, but I don't think the Factory Farm is actually Maverick. I think it's a different mod author that got permission to use Maverick's map, if I remember correctly. And there's a ton. I mean, you can make donuts. You can make coffee. You can make just so much stuff. 7 months and played 12,000 plus hours. Yep. That sounds about right, Truck Stop. We've seen that happen with other games where they use a different engine and, you know, things are not quite the same. Gino, what Gino just said, the reason there's still no production is because the script will be part of the contest this year. That's what I was talking about earlier when I told you we're not going to get a lot of stuff until after that contest, because they're not allowed to use that script until after the contest. So these modders that have made all their mods and things they're going to put in the contest, they're not releasing anything till after the contest. The Creator Tools Money Mod. Oh, now wait a minute. I left my grass guy out there in the lurch, didn't I? Let me get him back into town here. Andy, Rudy Maverick told you that, did he? So I'm not mistaken on that? Because I thought he told me that too. I haven't talked to Maverick in a long time. Mr. Moto, I hate to sound stupid. Mr. Moto, are you playing Steam? Have you got the Steam version, or are you on a console? Mods keep the games fresh. Yeah, they really do. Like I said, if it wasn't for mods, I wouldn't have played this game a fraction of the amount of time that I played it. Anyway, if you're on a PC, but are you using a Steam version of the game, or are you using a Giant version? Now, if you're on a Steam game, here's what I do with Steam. I like Steam, but I hate Steam. What I do with Steam is all the games that I play, I tell Steam that I do not want any updates automatically. I don't want it to update my game. And the reason I do that is because I play a lot of games with mods. And if you let them do the update, your mods break. Okay, so like most modders are keeping up with their mods. So then you have to wait several days before you can actually play the game again, and wait for those modders to fix the mod. So what I'll do is I'll tell Steam, don't update my games automatically, and then when there's a game change, I can keep playing it, waiting for the mod authors to fix the broken mods. But if you're using, you're using Giant software. I don't know how to do it on Giant software, but on Steam I know that you can go back and reinstall an earlier version of the game. Yeah, I've done it before, and that's when I started. I don't do that anymore because I've told Steam not to automatically update my games. So, Skyrim. Oh my God. Every time Skyrim had an update, it would break half the mods. And then I'd get home from work and I'd want to play Skyrim, and I'd find out there was an update, and now I couldn't play because all my mods were broken. And that's when I started telling Steam, don't update, and then I would wait, and where am I? Right here. I would wait until the mod authors fixed them, and then I would do the update. I would go in and manually update it. So, anyway, it's a pain in the ass, but it worked for me. Yeah, I know originally I would buy my farm sim games from Giant, but the problem with me is I don't keep up with stuff. I just like playing the game. I don't like reading about it. And so somebody would come in and say, Rudy, you're playing an old version of the game. I said, I am? And they'd say, yeah, there was an update a month ago. Really? And so the next time I bought Farm Sim, I bought it on Steam, and it would automatically update. But then I ran into the problem I talked about earlier. But at least now I know there's an update because it tells you there's an update, and it just doesn't do it automatically for me. Hey, 07 Metallic 07. How you doing, buddy? '07 is a reference from Elite Dangerous, for those of you farmers that don't watch any of my Elite Dangerous vids. Metallic is a good friend of mine from there. We just spent 6 months in space on a trip. Just peeking. You can do what I do. I lurk when I go to live streams. I don't usually talk. I just lurk in the background. All right, we'll let that guy go. Let's get on with... we've got this combine waiting to be emptied. Let's run over and do that. Emitter was in a little while ago, Metallic, giving me a hard time, asking me where my hard points were and what kind of weapons I had on the combines and what kind of armor I carried. Some games you play on Uplay. I do too. I don't particularly like Uplay. But it doesn't stop me from playing games on it. All Giant modded vehicles get sound updates this week. What kind of sound updates? I get in trouble with the sound because I have people complaining that the equipment sounds are too loud. And it depends, because you know that as I'm recording, I generally always play in third person here. When I'm playing it by myself, I drive from inside the truck. If I'm just playing for fun. But when I'm recording, I don't. Now, if I come up close to the truck, obviously it's very loud. When I back up, it's very quiet. Now that's what's causing me the problems, because if I'm close up in a truck, it's so loud, people are complaining, wow, that's too loud. But it isn't always that loud, because if I'm like this, it's not loud at all. So I'm having trouble adjusting that throughout the video, that sound level. And it's causing me a little bit of discomfort when I get a complaint that the machines are too loud. I had somebody complain, and it's not a complaint. I shouldn't say a complaint. They made a comment. They're not complaining. They're not telling me I'm a bum because my game's too loud or anything like that. They're not getting after me. They're just making a comment. But it was funny because it made me laugh. You guys know what Whistling Pete is? For those of you that's watched me, you know what Whistling Pete is. There's a Peterbilt truck that whistles like crazy. And I guess it's driving some people batty. I'd take that teapot and throw it in the ocean. I like the truck, but I'm going to have to probably stop using that, I guess. It was pretty funny, though. Made me laugh. I about wet my pants. I was laughing so hard. Well, I was probably wetting my pants after all. Anyway, but that's a personal problem, isn't it? What about the horse equipment pack? Did you get that? I did get that, Alan. I've never used it. There's nothing in there I really want to use. I have actually bought every DLC that Giant has put out, and I've never used any of it, except for to pull it out and remod it. I want DLCs that put the ability to take cotton and make Hanes underwear with it. Have a Hanes underwear factory. That's the kind of mods or DLCs I want. I want a DLC that puts production in, that gives you a reason. And you've heard me say this a million times. I want a reason to grow the crop. In Giant's original game, if you had absolutely no mods, you grow the crop, you harvest the crop, and you sell the crop. You grow the crop, harvest the crop, and you sell the crop. Is there a reason to grow wheat over any other fruit? Not really. The only reason to grow any other fruit is if one sells better than the other. If one of the crops makes you more money than the other one, why in the hell would you plant any other crop at any time? It would be if you wanted to make beer. Then you would have a crop that you would grow like hops that you made beer from. You wouldn't care whether it sold for more than canola or not. If we had production, there would be a reason to grow a different crop. Now, I did complain that they were going to add oats, and they did add a horse in that will eat the oats. That's what I'm talking about. Give us something else in the game that gives us a reason to grow a crop. And that you don't just necessarily sell it. You take the crop over and you dump it over, you take some cotton. There's a Hanes underwear factory. You sell your cotton to Hanes. They make the factory makes the underwear, and you sell the underwear that you've made from the cotton that you grew. That's what I want in a DLC. I don't want another tractor that I can't use, or another silly map that they don't know how to make a generic map. Modders do a much better job of making the maps. Okay, sorry, I've been ranting. That's my rant for the day. The sound is still crap, Gino says. Scorpion's back. Did you just get home from work, Scorpion? No, it's Saturday. You don't have work today. You guys got to remember every day's a Saturday for me. You got it, Darren. That's what I'm talking about. Moha Benji, Maverick Farm for FS19 and a Suderheim. There is a Sudhammer, but it's not exactly like FS17. Because they don't have the all the factories. There is a Sudhammer out. I've played it, and it is the same map. It just doesn't have all the production on it. It has some production on it, but not all of it. Take the bread to my belly. Make me a sandwich. Do you remember that, guys? There used to be, was it 15 or 17? Somebody had a mod out that you could take a salad, you could grow lettuce and cabbage and stuff like that, and you could grow tomatoes, and you could make bread, and they had a sandwich factory. You put all that stuff together and it made sandwiches you could sell. Anybody else remember that? That's the kind of stuff I'd like to see in a DLC. Something that gives us something else to do. And I know people say, well, yeah, but they had logging. Logging isn't farming. Well, it kind of is if you consider it a tree farm. But most people that are growing grain and raising animals aren't doing logging, on the side. So, I'm not a big proponent of logging. And, I've done some, but that's not quite the same. Because you can say, well, they did add logging to it. That's something else to do. And in that respect, it is. But it isn't farming. It's logging. Why don't you just make a logging game? But that's just my personal opinion. For what it's worth. Andy's, what have I missed? Wifey came in and started annoying me. I hope she can't read the chat. Oh, you just missed me going on a rant. I just went on a giant rant. Literally. And don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on the game. I'm just wanting more out of it. That's all. But if you think about it, what did we get between 17 and 19? What did we get? We basically got the same game. Farm Sim 19 does not play any different than Farm Sim 17. Does it have better graphics and physics? Yes, it does. Are there some subtle changes? Yes, there are. But I'm talking about the game play. In Farm Sim 17, if you took all the mods out, in Farm Sim 17, you would plant a crop, you'd grow a crop, you'd harvest a crop, you'd sell a crop. You'd plant a crop, you'd harvest a crop, you'd sell a crop. In 19, exactly the same thing. The only difference is you can ride a horse if you want to. So that's what I was saying. They need to do something to improve the game, to enhance the game, more than just graphics and physics, which are fine, perfectly fine. I don't have any problem with that. I just want some different gameplay. You relate to Andy? Oh, you're going to get in trouble, Scorpion. Bring in chickpea crop and delivery in the humus factory. Andy put her to bed. You didn't slip her a Mickey, did you? The cuckoo at Darren's house? Yeah, Gino, you're right. It's the same. I've been playing now. I didn't play Farm Sim 11. I started at 13. But basically, you're right. The actual gameplay hasn't changed. At 13, 15, 17, and 19, the actual gameplay is the same. Darren's got the kettle on. Fred Young's in the house. Good evening, sir. How are you? Good to see you, Fred. Thanks for keeping us company. I got to stop ranting or I'll drive everybody off. Yeah, I don't mean to get into that. It's just sometimes, it kind of, it kind of frustrates me a little bit. And, I don't mean to be hating on the game. I'm not hating on the game. I'm just wishing Giant would listen to the people that are buying their games, basically. Oh, Fred, that's nice of you to say. I appreciate that. You played 13 the other night on 360. You know what? I need to dig some of those old games out, because I'm kind of weird. Well, maybe not weird, but well, okay, maybe I am. Besides that, when I played 13 and 15 came out, I turned 13 off, took it off my computer, and never touched it again. I did the same thing with 15 to 17. And the only difference was I had a few farms that I was playing on 15 that I wanted to finish up before I really got into 17. So I did play 15 a little bit after 17 came out. 17 came out, or 19 came out. That's the day I turned 17 off. I still have 17 on the computer though. I didn't take it off, but I haven't played it since. It might be kind of fun to go back and do, play a little bit of 13 or 13 was fun. I'll tell you what I miss about 13. You've heard me say this before too. When they had traffic on the roads, you used to be able to bump the cars and knock them in a ditch. That I had all kinds of fun doing that. Nostalgic is the word. That's correct. Yep. No, it probably won't be. 20 Farm Sim 21 probably won't be any different. What the hell is this combine doing? Did he pull over because I got close to him with the truck? I bet he did. Uh-oh. I confused the driver. Bad me. Alright, let's go find our quicker picker-upper. He's full again, so let's stop the driver, start the rig up, head in with this load. Now, I put one load, it's 150 tons. I put one load in the silage silo, and I put one load in the grass dryer. I'm going to put this load in the silo because we're going to need grass to feed to animals. Improve whatever. Maybe I'm drunk. What time is it for you? If you're drunk, it's pretty early. Let's see. It's only 6 o'clock. You can't be drunk already. Yeah, Fred, I kind of thought that might be the case, that I got a little bit too close to the combine, so it thought it was needing to be. That's a good thing. I like that. That's kind of nice that it does that. I wasn't really aware. I asked the question earlier why the combines were backing up in Courseplay, and that's what somebody told me. It was because of the crop withering. Made perfect sense. I like it. It's cool. Smarter AI. I hate when the AI gets smarter than me, though. Courseplay is a pain. It really is. If you really depend on it. Half the time it doesn't work. Ghost Rider says he's a troll. A new mod out there that feeds the animals for you called Tunnel Rat. Why would they call it Tunnel Rat? What does it do? Yeah, when you're doing potatoes, I swear, there's no way I'm going to do one of these full fields with potatoes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of these fields and I'm just going to mark off a small part of it and put potatoes on it and then seed the rest of it with something else. So busy with big maps, getting all the crops, no time to keep up with animals. Yeah, I can agree with that. Animals do take a lot of time, especially the pigs, because they take so much different kinds of feed. I like pigs, though, and I cannot lie. 1 a.m. See, these guys think they're funny when they call us Yanks Muppets because they don't think we know what it means. I'll try, Alan. Like I said, it took me a half a day to get this running as it is. So I got to figure out what the heck happened. But I'll give it a try. I'll try to do it. By the way, I'm using OBS today because I couldn't get... I always use XSplit before. And I couldn't get XSplit to work, so... Anyway, I'm trying to get it figured out. Alan. Yeah, you've heard me say that, haven't you? Cows eat like pigs. I always say that. These cows are pigs. Fred says Western Australia got some very big fields. Western Australia? I don't know if I've seen that one. I played an Australia map. I don't remember what it was, though. I tell you what I need to do. I need to figure out how that works. I know there's a way on YouTube that you can schedule a live stream, and it'll put a video up that has like a countdown of when the live stream's supposed to start. I might have to learn how to use that because I don't like schedules. But I'm afraid that if I just jump on at the spur of the moment, that half the people won't know I'm on. Yeah, you're going to get your butt stuck in that closet. You won't be able to get back out. The overloader mode, yeah, it still doesn't work. I haven't tried it. It hasn't worked at all through 19. All right, Alan. Yeah, it probably is because it looks fine on my other computer. And when I asked earlier, everybody said it was okay. But like I said, I haven't used OBS in a long time. But it seems to be working okay. Yeah, that's true, Scorpion, which is another reason why I didn't use it, is because if I'm going to be in the stream, I might as well be streaming, if that makes any sense. On your 52-inch TV, it looks good. Cool. Hey, there's Joe. Joe snuck in the back door. Mine is choppy and a little pixelated. Yeah, I blame that on Giant. I blame everything on Microsoft, though. But in this case, I'll blame Giant. I think that, I was talking to Southern Boy about the live streams. And he said it's gotten to the point where he just goes down to 780p and 30 FPS because it doesn't seem to make any difference. You're going to get that choppiness and that pixelation. It doesn't matter how good an internet you've got. It doesn't matter how good a computer I'm talking about my end. It doesn't matter what kind of internet I have. It doesn't matter what kind of computer I'm using. I'm using about the most powerful computer you can get. And it's still, this game, even playing it, this game still has a little bit of lag. It's got pixelation when you make fast turns. If you move the camera real fast. you're going to get pixelation. You know, if you move this, even playing the game, it happens. And you know, I can't get it set any better than I have it set. So it's just kind of weird. Anyway, let's see what else I got going here. Uh-oh. I've got the Lizard Roadrunner. Is that the truck? A Lizard Roadrunner? Alan's asking about vacation. I'm leaving a week or this coming Friday. I've already been gone a couple times, but nobody probably knew because I had videos scheduled to be up, which I do now. I've got about 2 weeks worth of videos scheduled to already go up automatically, just in case I'm late getting home. But I've been taking smaller trips this year, just week-long trips, instead of the 3 and 4 weeks that I normally take at a time. The unfortunate thing is I'm going where there's no technology most of the time, so I won't be able to look at chat or anything like that. I might be able to keep up with some of the comments because I know I'm going to get a lot of them because I said earlier I'm playing what was it? I'm playing Saxony. I'm playing Saxony, and I didn't look for the production. I didn't physically walk around the map to see what was on it. So I'm recording while I'm playing. I'm saying, I wonder, I'm going to need to put production on this map because I want to make siege and I want to do this. Well, there's a lot of production already on it, and I didn't know it. So I made all these videos talking about production. So I know people are going to start yelling at me and say, look, there's production over by field 51. Just go look. I didn't. And these videos are going to come out, and I'm not going to be there to answer the comments. So if you watch those videos, just be aware they're already recorded. I recorded them last week, and I'm not going to be in town. So I hope you enjoy them, but you're going to be yelling at me. There's already production on the map. Because at one point I do put a seed maker on. Threadripper. Yep. The Threadripper. You betcha. No technology. Staying in the cave. No, I'm just not taking anything with me. I'm going to have access to the internet, but it's I don't know if you've tried to do this. If you tried to use the internet in a motel or a resort or anything like that, it's about the worst internet you can get. Half the time it's not even, you're sitting there waiting for it. You get halfway through an email, you got to wait for it to come back on or something like that. It's just crappy internet is the problem. Still working through East Bridge Hills. I kind of am too. Scorpion says he put a lime factory in because he wanted more made. Yeah, true. I think I might do that too, even though Darren says it's good to catch up. Need his pillow. Did he leave already? If he didn't, I'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Oh, the biscuit brew's available on Amazon. That's good to know. I'll look into it. Say thanks to your wife for suggesting it. Bill's out of here. I'm going to be out of here in a few minutes. I got about 10 minutes left, and then I'm gone. This was kind of an experiment since I was having so much dang trouble making it work. So, good night, Bill. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Good to talk to you. You put the lime in the coconut, and then you feel better. Like the dial-up days, yeah, except for the noise with the noise. That squawky noise, you don't get that. I kind of miss that squawky noise, though. Good night, Darren. Good night, Bill. Good night, Billy Bob. Is this thing full? It is. Why am I sitting here waiting? This trailer doesn't look like it's full. It's fooling me because I keep thinking that I can put more in it, and then I look down at the numbers and it says it's 100% full. Metallic medium. XD, man. XD. Yeah, I'll be in about 9 minutes. I'll have been 2 hours on, so I don't know if you can tell my voice is kind of going out. Night, John Boy. I'm not gone yet. John Boy's gone, maybe. Who is John Boy anyway? You have a mod that holds 2 millions. I like the trailer. I just don't like that it's separated into 2 pieces. The only reason, as a matter of fact, I like it right now. I like the dump below. You know, I like that. The only reason I don't like it is because it doesn't work with Courseplay. Courseplay can't figure out that there's 2 pieces to it. Oxygen David is bringing Lone Oak to 19. Bullet Bill gave him permission. Lone Oak was kind of funny. I made fun of Lone Oak. I kept trying to find the Lone Oak. It was there. I wasn't making fun of the map. I was making fun of the name Lone Oak. Oh, thanks for being here, Miss Nelson. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to come on a couple times since I've already got my videos pre-recorded for my vacation coming up. I guess I could call it a vacation. Then I don't have to do any recording this week, so I'll try to pop in with a couple of live streams before I take off on Friday. It works It works food, he says. It works food for multiple crops. Oh, he corrected himself. I know, I hate when I get corrected. I was just teasing. Boy, I can't wait to get my modded combines out here. That John Deere doesn't hold anything. Look how far it got. Not very. Not very. All right, throw your pipe out. Now that I know the equipment on Courseplay takes into consideration the crop withering, or crop destruction they call it. In the old days, we called it withering because we used to have wither wheels that you could put on the equipment that would cause that effect. On 19, they call it crop destruction. So now that I know that Courseplay will handle that for you. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. And I'm not stuck on Band-Aid. I might have to turn the crop destruction back on and, you know, be realistic for a change. Imagine if put on double yield. I actually have a mod in that increases the yield. So I don't adjust it in game. I just leave it on normal, I think. Bullet Bill knows they breached copyright. They didn't ask permission. What was that? Did I miss something? Alan says Oxygen Dave is bringing Lone Oak, blah, 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 blah. It's already out by someone stealing it. What? I missed that. Yeah, see, that's what people don't understand. Uh, you don't own the mod. Giant does, because Giant owns the game, and the way they look at it is, if you make something for the game, it belongs to the game. Because where else are you going to use it? You're not going to take your mod over to Skyrim and make use of it there, because it can only be used for farm sim. So how can you own it? It's not like you're getting paid to make them, that kind of thing. Uh-oh. I'm sloughing off on the job. Yeah, what Scorpion said. I think what Gino and I are talking about is the fact that they really can't do anything about it. They really can't, because they don't really own it. Giant does. You know, was it wrong for somebody to take it? And yes, it was. That is, like Scorpion said, it's a bad move. I think we all agree with stuff like that. You look at all the work. I know how much work goes into making these maps. Tremendous amounts. Why don't do it? So I don't make map mods. It doesn't interest me to work that dang hard. So yes, I'd be disappointed if I put hundreds of hours making a map out and somebody grabbed it and put it up and put their name on it. Uh-oh, I'm falling down on the picking up of this stuff. These things are going faster now. See, that's going to be... Well, it's that one combine. It's an in-game combine, so it doesn't hold very much. So it fills up pretty dang fast. I can't keep up with it. Okay, another one down. Now I need to start selling this stuff because I want to make some money. I only got 100,000, 144,000, and I want to replace some of the in-game equipment. I want to replace the. Well, I don't have any money to buy things. I don't have a plow, and I tried pulling that plow with a smaller tractor. Didn't work. Uh-oh. Where's that combine going? Oh, he's going... Oh! Oh, it worked! He's trying to go around that, that island there. Well, I guess you can call it an island. It looked like a phallic symbol to me, but... Nathaniel Lee, hello. No, we agree, Nathan, Nathaniel, we agree with that. We agree that it was stolen. The only difference we were talking about is that there's no legal standing for it by the creator. You can say he's got a copyright, but legally he does not, because he doesn't own it. Giants claim ownership on anything that's made for the game. It's courtesy, Andy. It's courtesy. I wouldn't put up one of Country Boy's maps without asking permission. As a matter of fact, I actually asked him if it was okay for me to live stream his map. This is a Country Boy map. It's basically a private map. I asked him out of courtesy's sake if I could, do this live stream, because I didn't want to do a live stream and find out that it upset him that I did a live stream on his map. Because for all I know, he's live streaming his own map. And then that would mean that my live stream is competition to him. So for courtesy's sake, I asked him if I could do this. It doesn't mean that I had the legal reason that I had to ask him. Anyway, I've been on a couple hours now, and I apologize, but I'm going to have to call it a stream here. I hope you guys all had fun. I want to thank you all for showing up, since it's been so long since I've done a live stream. And again, I leave on Friday. I've already got all my recordings done that I can have up for you to watch while I'm gone on YouTube. So that leaves me some time to do some live streaming. And I'm going to try to do a couple of live streams between now and Friday. I might be on again tomorrow. But stay tuned. And thank you for coming and spending time with me. I really appreciate it. And I wish you all a good evening. Good night, everybody.